begin with the story of Alma Manuel, an overseas Filipino worker who dreamed of a better life in Saudi Arabia. Unfortunately, upon arrival, she faced a reality far from what was promised. Instead of decent work and fair treatment, Alma endured contract substitution, meaning the terms she agreed to in the Philippines were suddenly changed. She also suffered from harsh living and working conditions, making daily life extremely difficult. Make matters worse, she was pressured and coerced into signing a so-called voluntary repatriation letter just so she could be sent home. This is not just a story about one person, but a reflection of the struggles many OFWs face abroad. Supreme Court took a close look at Alma's case and made a crucial decision. The court found that her resignation was not truly voluntary. Instead, it was the result of intolerable circumstances. She had no real choice. The court explained that for a resignation to be valid, it must come from a person's free will. Any quitclaim or voluntary statement signed under duress or oppressive conditions is invalid. This means that employers and agencies cannot simply force workers to sign documents and then claim everything was done legally. The court's decision recognized Alma as a victim of constructive dismissal, reinforcing the idea that workers' rights must be protected, especially when they are vulnerable. Court didn't stop at just recognizing Alma's plight. It held both the recruitment agency and its foreign principal jointly and solidarily liable for what happened. This means they are both responsible for the harm caused. The ruling emphasized that overseas Filipino workers are entitled to full protection under the law. Labor tribunals must look at the totality of circumstances in every case, not just rely on technicalities or coerced documents. Supreme Court reminded everyone that labor contracts are not mere pieces of paper, they are guarantees of decent work and fair treatment. This decision sends a strong message. Agencies and employers cannot escape responsibility for abusive practices, and the judiciary stands ready to protect OFWs from exploitation. Fully understand the significance of this case, let's clarify some key legal concepts. Constructive dismissal occurs when an employee resigns due to unbearable working conditions, making the resignation involuntary. Quitclaims are documents where employees supposedly waive their rights, but if signed under pressure, they have no legal effect. Joint and solidarily liability means that both the local agency and the foreign employer are equally responsible for any violations. These principles ensure that the rights of overseas Filipino workers are not just theoretical, but actively protected by law. The Supreme Court's decision in this case strengthens these protections and serves as a warning against abusive employment practices.